Everyone remembers She's All That, the 1999 teen rom-com that gave us Freddie Prinze Jr., Rachael Leigh Cook, and that unforgettable kiss me moment on the stairs. But here's the thing. Behind the sweet prom dances, the red dress glow-up, and all those late 90s vibes, lies a whole lot of secrets you probably never knew. From shocking casting choices, to emotional breakdowns on set, to a surprise connection with one of Hollywood's biggest twist masters, M. Night Shyamalan, this movie hides more drama off-screen than you'd ever expect. So get ready, because today we're diving into 10 weird, surprising, and downright unbelievable facts about She's All That. And trust me, by the end, you'll never look at this film the same way again. What if Zach and Laney had been played by completely different actors? Before Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachael Leigh Cook were chosen, the studio actually considered an entire lineup of late 90s teen stars. Josh Hartnett, Lily Sobieski, Mina Suvari, and even Jordana Brewster were all on the shortlist. Each of them would have given the movie a very different vibe, but none of them had quite the balance of Freddie's natural charm and Rachel's quiet intensity, the chemistry that made She's All That unforgettable. And yet, even after Freddie was cast, the writers still had to change the character of Zach in a surprising way. Here's a twist you probably didn't know. Zach Seiler wasn't supposed to be so lovable. In the original script, Zach was written as cocky, arrogant, and a lot harder to root for. But once Freddie Prinze Jr. got the role, the writers realized his natural charm didn't fit that version. So, they softened Zach, turning him into the guy who makes a dumb mistake but still wins our sympathy. Without this rewrite, Zach might have been remembered as just another 90s high school jerk. And speaking of emotions, one iconic line in the film actually broke Freddie down for real. Sometimes the most powerful moments in a movie aren't acting at all. In She's All That, there's one unforgettable scene where Laney screams at Zach, "Am I a fucking bet?" What most fans don't know is that this line shattered Freddie Prinze Jr. for real. He later admitted that Rachael Leigh Cook's raw intensity hit him so hard, he actually teared up in the middle of filming. What we see in that scene isn't just performance, it's Freddie genuinely breaking down. And that wasn't the only shock behind the script. One of Hollywood's biggest twist masters secretly claimed he had a hand in writing it. This next secret sounds like a total plot twist, fitting, considering who it involves. M. Night Shyamalan, the director behind The Sixth Sense and Hollywood's king of twists, once claimed that he actually ghost-wrote She's All That. He said he rewrote parts of the script to make it funnier, sharper, and more emotional. But here's the catch. The credited screenwriter, R. Lee Fleming Jr., denied it completely. To this day, fans still argue, did Shyamalan really shape this teen rom-com? Or is it just a story as unbelievable as his movie endings? And while the script's origins may be mysterious, some of the film's costumes have secrets of their own. Laney's staircase moment is one of the most iconic glow-ups in movie history. But here's the weird part. That unforgettable red dress? There wasn't just one. There were two versions. The main gown was designed for the slow, dreamy walk down the stairs. But a second stunt dress had to be made for more practical shots, like when Laney runs or stumbles. It looked nearly identical on camera, but behind the scenes, it was built for movement. So yes, even her Cinderella moment had a stunt double in dress form. And the choice of red wasn't random either. That color carried a secret meaning. Remember Zach's dramatic hacky sack performance? Yeah. Freddie didn't actually do that. In the film, Zach delivers a monologue while keeping a hacky sack in the air. It's meant to show the pressure he feels as the school's golden boy. But here's the secret. Freddie Prinze Jr. couldn't keep the ball going long enough. So, the production brought in a professional hacky sack champion to do the tricky footwork. What you're seeing on screen is a tag team performance. Freddie's acting, but someone else's amazing juggling skills. And that wasn't the only creative trick. Even some of Laney's everyday outfits had surprising origins. Laney's part-time job at the falafel stand gave us one of the funniest visuals in the movie. But guess what? That giant falafel hat wasn't the director's idea. It was actually Rachael Leigh Cook herself who suggested it. She thought Laney should look extra awkward while working her food service job, so she pitched the oversized falafel hat to the costume team. They loved it, and it became one of the film's most ridiculous and unforgettable props. It's the kind of detail that makes Laney's world feel both cringy and real. And speaking of silly character choices, Matthew Lillard had a surprising demand of his own. Brock Hudson was meant to be ridiculous, but Matthew Lillard had one very serious demand. The actor insisted on working out and getting in shape before filming. Why? Because Brock, the washed-up reality TV star, spends half the movie shirtless or in tiny outfits. Lillard didn't want the character to look like a total joke physically. He wanted Brock's ego and vanity to feel real. So yes, even for a comedic role, he hit the gym hard to make sure his body matched the over-the-top personality. And speaking of bodies, the movie's most famous song gave Sixpence None the Richer a whole new life. You can't think of She's All That without hearing this song in your head, Kiss Me. But here's the crazy part. Before the movie, Sixpence None the Richer were practically unknown. But once Kiss Me played during Laney's staircase transformation, it exploded worldwide. The song climbed to number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and stayed in the top 10 for 16 weeks. It even led some international releases of the film to be renamed Kiss Me. In short, the movie didn't just create an iconic rom-com moment, it created a global music hit. And it wasn't just the music that launched careers. For one rapper, this film was actually her very first movie role. Think of Lil Kim, and you picture the queen bee of 90s hip-hop. But did you know her very first movie role was in She's All That? In the film, Lil Kim plays Alex, one of the popular girls in Taylor's clique. It's a small role, and she barely gets any lines, but it's still historic. This was her official acting debut. Most people watching in 1999 didn't even realize the glamorous girl on screen was already a rap superstar. For Lil Kim, it was a chance to step outside music and leave her mark in Hollywood, even if only for a few quick scenes. And that's it. 10 weird, surprising, and unforgettable secrets about She's All That. More than 2 decades later, this little teen rom-com still makes us smile, still sparks debates, and of course, still plays Kiss Me in our heads. So tell me, which of these facts blew your mind the most? Was it the stunt hacky sack, the falafel hat, or Shyamalan's mysterious claim? Drop your answer in the comments below. I'd love to see how many people actually knew these behind-the-scenes stories. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because we've got plenty more secrets from your favorite Hollywood classics coming up. Until next time. Just remember, the biggest twists aren't always on screen. Sometimes they're hiding behind it.